Hi, one of the comments I received in last week's video was a solid lesson on basic acoustic guitar techniques, 4 different tracks with 3 variations and a double. The capo technique is something I've used for years in the live setting with multiple guitars playing. Otherwise the performance differences are like mixing mud, I agree. The capo allows different strumming patterns and string expressions to be delightfully different instead of clashing, agree. I'll be interested to see how you clean up the timing issues with the strums and picking irregularities. These are my downfalls. Good lesson, Stu. Okay, so I'll be interested to see how you clean up the timing issues with the strums and picking irregularities. That intrigues me. I found this super interesting. So let's pull up the session and answer that very question. Okay, so here's the session we're working on. He's talking about the acoustic guitars, so let's solo them out and have a listen to them. He's talking about lining up the strumming, so we're only going to listen to parts that have 2 or more acoustic guitars in it. I'm just going to rename these quickly. So let's go left and right, just so that you know what I'm looking at. And this one is center. Okay, on that section you can actually see at one point I was a little bit late, but I was quite consistently late on both tracks. So a simple way of dealing with that would be to split them both and then find where I was back on the grid, pretty much there. So I do that and that. And then on Windows, once you've done that, if you hit Control and Alt at the same time, it brings up this little cursor, and if you press and hold the left button on the mouse, you can actually slide it all across and bring it in line. Let's try there, and then because of that we need to do it again there. And then what you need to do is a crossfade, which on Windows is just simply clicking X. I'll bring the click track in so that we can see if it's on the grid or not. That's pretty good. And as far as that, on that particular section, left and right, I wouldn't change anything because I don't want them to be identical. I want them to be similar parts, but they haven't got to be identical. Okay, so I'm happy with that, but let's move on to where we've got all 4 guitars playing here. What does that sound like? Just them on their own. Okay, I'm just going to listen to that one more time. I've got to be honest, I wouldn't change anything there. The only thing I might change is on this centre guitar. It's ever so slightly early coming in, so I might do this. But there, do my crossfades. Patterns aren't identical, but that's not what we were aiming for. We wanted 4 individual parts that blended well together, and these do. The big hits are fairly in line. I mean, you could argue the point that this one's a bit early, but to be fair, I didn't really hear that on the track too much. Yeah, a little bit early, but in the overall song I would not be worried about that. I really wouldn't. It's very easy to get hung up on technically it's early and, you know, lining everything up exactly on the grid, but if you use your ears, it just works like this. It doesn't sound out of time. Now, if, say for argument's sake, let's put it out of time. So if this one was consistently early, say, so like there. So yeah, you can hear the left guitar there is very early and it sounds wrong. But back where it was, yeah, and I mean, you could go through them and you could sort of move that one a little bit, but it's literally that one little strum, and I wouldn't want to move it any more than that. And then later on, okay, so lose the centre one for a minute. I mean, the left and right, they sound beautiful together. They really do. What does this sound like with the centre one? Okay, so the centre one there is a bit out. So your couple of options are like we already discussed. You can move it around manually, like so, or we could try quantizing it. I've had mixed results with quantizing on acoustic guitars, but we are only playing sort of diamond chords here, so let's have a look. Okay, not bad. If you get ones that are, you've got 2 points very close together, I always delete one of them and then manually move it. Again, there, got a point there. There. So I'm just going to go through this and quickly take out all the double points that I see. Okay, so I've gone in and I've taken out all the major conflicts and any that are really close together. So let's see what it sounds like now. To my ears that sounds pretty good actually. So we'll bounce that out. Okay, let's have a listen to this final section. Okay, some of that, certainly at the start there, sounded a bit messy. Okay, so there we can see AG left and the capo there pretty spot on, but AG right was late at that point. So again, I would move that one there. And AG left was early that time. Move that. And then the capo one was early this time down here. It's a bit early at that point, so I'll move on. Go there. There. Something like that maybe. Don't forget to do your crossfades. Remember on Windows that's an X as you're going. Okay, so here we're obviously late on a lot of the tracks. So we're going to bring that one back, we're going to bring that one back. It was late there. But by there we've come back in time, so there, looks good. And on that one, a little bit late there, but not a lot. There, do 2 cuts on this one I think. Okay, again don't forget your crossfades. Okay, so the right one was late there. Looks like it was late there, so we'll bring that. And we were back in by there. So literally all we're doing is we're lining them up on the grid, but we're only moving those points that are exceptionally out. Now here is where it should change the chord, and as you can see all of them were late. So do you move them all back? It was literally just that first chord. I think in the actual song, I'm just going to bring the bass back in for a minute. See there, even though on the grid that looks like you should be adjusting those, to my ears that's perfectly acceptable. It sounds like a live performance. It sounds like a player actually played the acoustic guitar. Okay, so I'm going to give that a quick listen to all the way through. And to be fair, on the acoustic guitars, that's probably as far as I would go with that, because I think they sounded fine. To my ears, they sounded fine. I could hear each individual part. It sounded individual, unique, but unified at the same time. I don't know if that's the answer that you were looking for, but hopefully it has kind of explained my mindset a little bit better, and hopefully make things sort of easier for you, and hopefully it'll be less of your downfall now. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know if this has been helpful to you, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.